my name is Meredith. I'm a Senior Program Manager here at Atlas Corps, and I'm here to tell you an overview of our application and selection process to become an Atlas Corps Fellow in the U.S. First, let me say that it's a very competitive process. We receive around 2,500 applications each year for only, say, 75 to 100 spots. So we have a very small acceptance rate, and it's very competitive to get in. The process begins with you checking to make sure that you meet all of our eligibility requirements. Those requirements include having 2 to 10 years of professional experience in the nonprofit sector, a bachelor's degree or equivalent. You are age 35 or younger at the beginning of the fellowship, you are proficient in English, and you intend to return back to your home country at the end of the fellowship. If you meet all those eligibility requirements, then you should go ahead and start on our online application and take the first step of the application process. You can find the application online at apply@atlascorps.org. It's pretty straightforward. It asks you for your employment history, your educational background, what are your skills and your interests, and then it has 6 300-word essay questions. If you have a strong, well-written application, we may select you to move on to our written English test, which is a timed 1 hour, 2 essay question English test. It's pretty straightforward as well. If you have good written English, then we may select you to move on to the next phase of the application process, which is a 30-minute Skype interview with our Atlas Corps selection board. And that's where we're looking for strong spoken English and enthusiasm, knowledge of our program, and really a strong background and that shows why you are a good fit for this fellowship. If you have a strong interview and you succeed in all of those previous phases, then you are a semi-finalist for the Atlas Corps Fellowship, and you are eligible to be placed with the host organization. Atlas Corps manages the matching process with our potential host organizations, and we look at what our potential host organizations are looking for in their fellows and compare that with the qualifications of our semi-finalists and see where there are good matches. And then we forward semi-finalists who match the host organization profiles to those host organizations, and they may select a few candidates to interview for themselves. If you interview with a host organization, then you are a finalist for the fellowship, and the host organization may select one of the people that they interview to be an Atlas Corps Fellow. And it's ultimately up to the host organization to choose who is a good match for their organization. Once the host organization and Atlas Corps have agreed on a candidate that they'd like to select, then you can become an Atlas Corps Fellow. And then we help you move through the pre-arrival process, which includes securing your visa and all the other steps that go along with that. So that's an overview of our application process. If you're interested in learning more, I encourage you to check out our website, which is apply.atlascorps.org. You can also check out our longer version of our webinar. We have an hour-long webinar that goes over more information about the application process, the fellowship itself, and gives you some tips about how to fill out your application, and you get an insider's perspective from a fellow herself on her experience. If you still have questions about the fellowship, I encourage you to email apply@atlascorps.org. Thanks so much, and I look forward to reading your application.